Chapter 1694. After thinking about it, he realized that although Chinese culture was deeply influenced by Japan and the Chinese people also celebrated the Lunar New Year in the early years. After the Meiji Restoration, the Chinese tried to escape from Asia and enter Europe, so they changed the New Year from the lunar calendar to Gregorian calendar. Therefore, the biggest and most solemn festival in China is actually New Year's Day. And now, the University of Beijing seems to have entered the eve of the winter vacation, and the students are actively preparing for the exam. When Alex strolled around the campus of the University of Beijing, he couldn't help but think of Xingshi studying at this university. If he hadn't seen it with his own eyes, it would be hard to imagine. A girl who looks so weak is not only a top student from the University of Beijing, but also a powerful Sanda fighter. This girl is really full of very polar contradictions. When he approached the library, Alex was even on the street light pole and saw Xingxi's support poster. The poster has a photo of Xingshi wearing a school uniform. And her smile is really eye-catching. The content on the poster is to call on students from the University of Beijing to support Xingshi in participating in the Oris Hill International College Sanda competition. They even labeled Xingshi as No. 1 inch, pride of Chinese women and a strong contender for Olympic gold medals. Alex looked at it and couldn't help shaking his head. These labels are all put on by classmates who have high hopes for Xingshi. However, these labels have also caused moral kidnapping of Xingshi to a certain extent. It's like telling Xingshi all the time that you must win, or else I'm sorry for the strong expectations of us all. Compared with this kind of utilitarian support slogan, Alex feels that it is better to simply say to her, just work hard, and we will support you even if you fail. Thinking of this, Alex shook his head and sighed, took out his mobile phone, and procured this cinema poster as a souvenir. Seeing that it was not too early, and it was completely dark, he stepped out of the University of Beijing. After leaving the university, on the roadside, a girl who sang with a guitar attracted his attention. There are many people playing piano and performing arts on the streets of China, but this girl plays and sings a Chinese song. This song is Pu Shu's Ordinary Road. The phrase "I have crossed the mountains and the sea, and also through the sea of people, everything I once possessed, all of a sudden disappeared like smoke," it suddenly hit Alex's heart. Making him stop, this girl looks like she is about 20 years old. She is a little thin and not long enough, but she is pretty. The little girl can sing very well, but many Chinese people passing by, probably because they don't understand, they pass by her indifferently, without even looking at her. And the guitar box in front of her contained only a small amount of yen. If converted into RMB, it might not add up to 50. Alex inferred from the little girl's pronunciation that the girl should be Chinese, so after the girl finished singing the song, he asked, "Is it Chinese?" The little girl nodded, smiled sweetly, and said, "I am from Sichuan province. Are you also Chinese?" Alex smiled and said, "I am from Oris Hill." After speaking, Alex asked her, "Are you working or living in China?" "Going to school." The little girl pointed to the University of Beijing not far away, and smiled. "I study here, occasionally come out to sing and make some money to subsidize living expenses." Alex nodded, took out the wallet from his pocket, took out about 100,000 yen, and put it in the guitar case in front of her. The girl was taken aback, and hurriedly waved her hand. "Sir, you don't need to give so much money." Alex smiled slightly. "It is a pleasure to meet a compatriot in another country." With that said, afraid that the girl would return the money to him, he turned around and left. At this moment, several young Chinese men came to the girl. One of them snatched her guitar, and yelled, "Who asked you to sing here?"